Hello, gossipers. Welcome to Gossip in the Dark with me, Sharona. Please like, share, subscribe. Let's grow our little channel. So, we're going to talk Kanye West, right? We haven't spoken about Kanye in a while. So, he's been keeping, pretty quiet. And if he's out there, people, they're not reporting on it. But his wife, she's still out there dressing all sexy and everything. Anyway, so Kanye West, he apologized before and he's apologizing again. I know his name is Ye, but for some reason, Kanye West is still, his name for me. But I'll respect him. I'm reading the article. It says Ye, so we're going to go there. So he apologized before for his anti-Semitic remarks, but now he's doing it again, and he says it's a brain injury. So we're going to read this article from, where is it, CBS News. And it says Ye, the artist formerly known as Kanye West, apologized for anti-Semitic remarks he made in past and said a brain injury he suffered in a car accident 25 years ago led to his bipolar disorder diagnosis. So, is that the accident? Remember, he was in an accident and they had to wire his jaw shut? In a full-page ad in the print edition of Monday's Wall Street Journal, Ye said the right frontal lobe of his brain was injured in the accident and he wasn't properly diagnosed until 2023. He also said that in early 2025, he experienced a 4-month-long manic episode that destroyed my life. 4 months. As the situation became increasingly unsustainable, there were times I didn't want to be here anymore, he says in the ad. He goes on to say that having bipolar disorder made him feel like he didn't need help. I lost touch with reality, Ye said in that ad. Things got worse the longer I ignored the problem. I said and did things I deeply regret. Some of the people I loved the most, I treated the worst. He says he gravitated towards the most destructive symbol I could find, the swastika. Last year, he sold t-shirts on his website that bore the Nazi Party symbol. In 2022, he posted the symbol to Twitter, which led to his suspension, and in a separate incident said he was going to go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. That same year, he also made headlines for having dinner with white nationalist Nick Fuentes and President Trump, who was out of office at the time, at Mar-a-Lago. Mr. Trump said that the dinner that Fuentes had arrived with Ye and that Mr. Trump didn't know who Fuentes is. Nick Fuentes. He's one of them racists who's half Mexican, I think they say. But, people who are Spanish, they already think they're close to white than anything else. So it's not surprising. In Monday's ad, he says he experienced disconnected moments that resulted in poor judgment and reckless behavior that he regretted. It does not excuse what I did, though, the ad says. I'm not a Nazi or an anti-Semite. I love Jewish people. He has apologized for his behavior before. In an Instagram post in 2023, he issued an apology to the Jewish community that was written in Hebrew. In the ad, he also apologized to the black community, which he says held me down through all the highs and lows and the darkest of times. The black community is unquestionable the foundation of who I am, he says. I am so sorry to let you down. I love us. So, of course, you're going to have people say, yeah, he's not doing well and he wants to be back on top. Because Kanye is talented. I love most of Kanye's music. And it's not like I wasn't listening anymore. It's just not something it's not like I'm going to I wake up and say, let me play Kanye. If I'm listening to my radio station and he comes on, I bop. But I haven't heard Kanye lately on the radio. I listen to Y100, and no, Kanye, nothing, nothing so far. But hopefully he's taken accountability by at least apologizing and saying what he is apologizing for, like with the Nazi swastika. How could yes, something had to be going on there. And the article concluded with, if you or someone you know is seeking mental health resources, you can call the National Alliance on Mental Illness hotline at 1-800-950-6264, or in a crisis, text NAMI, NAMI, to 62640. So, gossipers, what are your thoughts? Again, he apologized in 2023, and now to put an ad out in the paper. And while I'm reading this, I'm going to see if I can add it to the video, and then you could just listen along while you see what he had to say. Sorry. But yeah, gossipers, what are your thoughts? And as always, please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.